K-pop stands, you're up the bat. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is RTA, and today I would like to talk about one of my favorite groups of community, K-pop stands. Recently, this group of inbreds decided to go on a crusade against a fellow creator on YouTube, and also a Twitch streamer, 2Mad. Basically, he made a post on Twitter bad-mouthing a very large group in the K-pop community, BTS, and, well, let's just say that the stans of BTS went out of their way to tell 2Mad exactly how they feel about him. Before we get any further into this, I think it's important to talk about what a stan is. A stan is an obsessive superfan of a certain celebrity. It was a term first coined by rapper Eminem in his 2000 song Stan, where he talked about a fan of Eminem being so in love with him that he went as far as to kill himself and his pregnant girlfriend just because M wouldn't respond to his letters. You get the point, it's not good to be a stan. Despite that, people will still go out of their way to call themselves super fans or stans of these groups of K-pop people without really knowing what the term stan means. They don't understand that stan is a bad term, and they're really just calling themselves a slur at the end of the day. They're using it as a way of saying, hey, look at me, I'm a fan of this group. Everybody should know I'm a fan of this group. I go as far as to even call myself a stan. When at the end of the day, a stan is the last thing you want to be when calling yourself a fan of a celebrity. Because that means you're obsessed with them. You don't want to be obsessed with a celebrity. It even went as far as, in 2Mad's case, that these K-pop stans would go on to 2Mad's Twitter and YouTube comments and leave him threatening and harassed comments towards him, calling him the N-word even in some cases, just because he made a bad mouth post about a BTS group. Not BTS group, but the group BTS. Guys, I'm going to level with you real quick. I don't believe that anybody is immune to criticism. Everybody has their own flaws. Everybody has flaws that they should be called out on. And I'm not saying that I have a problem with BTS or any K-pop group in particular, but I also believe that people are allowed to have an opinion about these music genres. And when there is a community of these people who admire this group of music, or this genre of music, and then they go as far as to defend these people just because they're fans of them, that's when I have a problem with it. When people go out of their way to take away the right of another to have an opinion, that's when I'm like, yeah, maybe you should shut the fuck up. At the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I'm entitled to my own opinion with making this video. And I feel like I feel like this should be a wake-up call to stans of any group out there. I'm not just talking about K-pop. I'm talking about stans of celebrities, stans of movies, stans of brands like Apple fanboys and all them. You should all understand that when you are defending these people, that when you are defending these brands, you're really just making yourself look silly. For anybody to be on the internet and call themselves or put themselves in a position where they could say, hey, you're not allowed to say this about this person because I like this person, that is ludicrous, and really that shouldn't be how it is. We shouldn't be so accepting of these people that will just go out of their way to make people's lives a living hell just because they had an opinion. And that's really just how society runs now. You really can't say anything about anybody without a group of people saying, hey, you can't say that. I really like that person. You're not allowed to say that about that person because I enjoy what they're doing. Well, I'm glad you enjoy what they're doing. But I don't. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just stating why I don't. And I'm not saying that I don't like K-pop. I haven't listened to K-pop. All I know is that there is a group of people out there that are making creators on YouTube's lives hell just because they're fans of what they're talking about. And it doesn't even have to be bad. There are instances on YouTube where people are just talking about K-pop groups in general, and then you'll go down to the comment section, you'll see lines and lines of comments from K-pop stans saying, how dare you talk about this group? You don't know what you're talking about. You should shut the fuck up. They're giving their goddamn opinion. And then sometimes they're even talking good about these bands. It's just the clouded eyes of these people, and they're full of rage. They're going on to YouTube just looking for something to pick at, something to bite a bone. They're just waiting for somebody to throw a bone so they can go get it, just so they can ruin somebody's lives without knowing exactly what they're talking about. And at the end of the day, that's what I have a problem with. I have a problem with BTS stans. I don't have a problem with the groups. I don't have a problem with any music genre. I just have a problem with people who will go out of their way to make somebody's life a hell for having an opinion. It's just a horrible community. If you're a genuine K-pop fan, I understand that. You listen to their music and you probably don't even resonate with what I'm talking about. But to the devoted people that call themselves stans and do these things like leaving threatening messages on 2Mad's YouTube videos, I have a problem with you. And I want to say from the pit of my heart, fuck you. Have a good day.